everyone, welcome back to BohoMystic. My name is Mary Nelly, and if you're returning, hi. I wanted to take a moment and just thank everyone for their support on this channel and other subscribers. We are over 100, which is amazing, so thank you, and I am extremely grateful. I took some vacation time, and I had a lot of family visit, and it was absolutely amazing, and I was very blessed with that, but it didn't leave me much time to film. But I wanted to make sure that I did give you something for September. I've been feeling the readings and feeling the need to do the readings, so that means something. The readings have been pretty intense, I think. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is do a shorter version of what I normally do. I've been pulling these little stone signs from this bag, and that tells me who's next. So let's see who's going first in this video. Who's up next, my loves? Let's see. Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you in September. Capricorn, I feel a heartbeat. I literally feel a heartbeat. Very interesting. Let's get you an astrology card. Capricorn, please. Spirit, what does Capricorn need to know for the month of September 2025? Ooh, too many. I think we're going to have chatty cards say for you guys. Capricorn, please. All right, I'm going to get you two. Air signs. It's at the bottom. Keywords are intellectual, sarcastic, detached, communicative, motivated, critical, rational, resistant, quick-witted, analytical, changeable, inventive, restless, and judgmental. Oh. Are you in your air sign mode, Capricorn? Do you feel like you're being put in an air sign mode? We know that you're an earth sign. Are you feeling less grounded? Do you need grounding? Do you feel like there's a lot of change around you? And you don't feel grounded? I got that heartbeat, right? With the stone. Like you're thinking a lot. I don't know why I said that, and that's what I'm feeling. Like, you know, like you are in your mind and you are thinking so much, and all I can feel is that heartbeat. Slow, steady, but strong. Maybe you're not. Maybe you feel ungrounded right now. Interesting. All right, let's see what else we have for you, Capricorn. Let's get you a number card. All right, for Capricorn, please. Ooh. For Capricorn, please, what do we have? Month of September 2025. Bottom of the deck, we have 222. Alignment. Okay. Let's see what this says. I don't know. Really can't put my finger on what we're doing here. Connections, friendships, romantic relationships, family ties, balance. Okay. The grounding. Life choices, compromise, commitment, and trust. How do you move forward towards your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interests if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. Yeah, maybe you feel out of alignment. What I said about you not being grounded, maybe you are living in the air signs, you feel very wispy. You feel like you're caught in the wind and you haven't grounded yourself yet because of a lot of change, new things, differences. I don't. Maybe you haven't been able to align yourself yet with whatever you're doing. Maybe that's where the judgment, because that judgmental kept coming in my mind. Maybe that judgment is what's... You haven't been able to mesh yet with what's new in your life. I feel like you're caught up in your mind. Like I said, racing thoughts. Like you're just, and you're not grounding. You're not taking a pause, and you're not grounding yourself, like, through meditation. That's an example. Like just taking a moment to not think of what you are thinking about. Have you been doing that? Like that's a good thing for you to do. It's like stop thinking about what it is that you're thinking about nonstop. Because I feel that. I feel like you are obsessing about something, and you need to stop thinking about those things, and you need to ground yourself. Take a breath. So let's find something else. Music. But I think that you should do something more, and I'm going to throw this out here. I think it should be more mellowed because of the heartbeat that I was feeling. I felt slow, steady, but very strong. So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you need to slow down, because I feel all over the place up here, and I feel like you need to slow down. Maybe you feel ungrounded because you're so all over the place, or you're doing so much and you're just go, 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 and you just need to sort of slow down. Ground yourself. Bring yourself some quiet and peace so that you can be present. It's like planting yourself. Maybe you feel like you don't have roots where you are. So plant yourself and start growing roots, in your mind's eye. Grow roots in your home, in your four walls, wherever that is. And have them spread out into the world outside of your windows, and into the ground, into the earth, down into the core. Find other roots and trees. If you do this, that grounds you, and also like echolocates you, brings you in to where you are at that moment. But you also feel in the peripheral everyone else, so you don't feel alone. You can align with what's going on around you. I think that's what I know. I always say I know that's what you're being asked to do in this reading. I'm being asked to do that, and I'm actually visualizing what I'm saying to you. Like I have tendrils everywhere, and I want you to have tendrils everywhere so that you can start exploring, right? Those tendrils are what you explore with, so that you feel part of your life, of your world, of your home, of your community, of whatever it is that you are all in your head about. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm feeling, Capricorn. These readings have been so intense and visceral for September. It's been crazy. All right, let's get you some more of these. All right, let's get you one of these. Capricorn, please, for the month of September. Capricorn, please. September 2025. All righty. Teaching. Oh my God, there's a huge tree, and she is literally doing exactly what I was doing. I know, I always, this is just amazing. Thank you so much. Teaching, withheld and giving. You guys have to see this. I hope that you can see this. What was I just doing about you becoming and doing the tendrils and becoming a tree and growing? And look at her hair. It's like tendrils. And it's the red, which is the root chakra. It's the grounding that you need. I don't know if I manifested this card, or like I always say, the past, present, future, it's all here now. And we're just pulling at it. When you're tapped in, that's why I want you to tap in. When you tap in, you feel part of it. So you just know things. You are being asked to ground yourself. There's no question. And with all that red around you, it's like a burnt sienna orange, but all I see is the red, right? Find yourself one with everything that's around you. Find that alignment, right? Find that path of union. Because this is a two. You know, this is union. This is you not in the air, wisping around in the wind, alone, solo. This is you building community. This is you joining. This is you finding harmony with all that's around you. To create, then to what? To create in the threes. So we need to move through these numbers. Let those tendrils, let those roots that you are sowing find others. Let them find companionship, but camaraderie. If not companionship and not love, camaraderie that will blossom into more. Because then you won't feel alone. Underneath that, we have act on your idea, 0220. Look at that. So many twos, guys. I'm going to read that because the 22, I almost said 22 is a master number, and I think I may have said that. Realistic and practical approach, goals, divine timing, ambition, cooperation, and discipline. You have the benefit of good fortune, and if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what you plant will grow. What you plant will grow, right? You are about to experience a spectacular ascent. Guys, you will. Right now, you are doing everything that you need to do, and you are living up here, and you're not living all of this practical work, right? The practical and everyday and what's causing you stress or what's overwhelming you right now needs to be grounded so that you can continue achieving and succeeding at this. You can't choose one over the other. We need to be balanced. That's our most successful version of ourselves, balancing. And I feel like maybe you haven't been balancing. That's really cool. I am, and I haven't done this for any of the other groups, but I'm going to look underneath here and see what there is. Oh. This actually came out in Pisces. Sadness. And that's defensive and listening. I hope you're listening and not defensive to this. Capricorns can have difficulty in accepting advice. And they can burn themselves out very quickly because they're such go-getters. They achieve and achieve and achieve, and they're amazing. And they scale corporate ladders, and they dominate in their fields. But I can see how easily it would be for you not to think about other aspects of yourself. And I think grounding is one of them. Because if not, you're going to end up feeling alone and just surviving in your environment instead of thriving in your environment. Yeah. Cool reading already. Wow. Okay, I'll put that there. And let's get one of these Sevillas. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have, I had it upside down. Bottom of the deck, we have money. Yeah, I think there is a lot of good fortune. It talks about that. 22, and it's about fortune for me. This is abundance. You know, I think that's what you're seeking, but I think that you may not realize that a well-rounded Capricorn is going to find more fortune and more abundance than not, you know, than one that's unbalanced. You know, you have needs. I don't want those needs to go to the wayside because you're only focusing on the prize. Don't forget to also live your way up to that prize, to experience the present in that prize, to experience what's going on around you and those around you, to achieve that prize. Because single-mindedness, right, is a huge characteristic of your card, which is the Devil card. And then that goes into the air sign aspect. Detached, judgmental, restless. Yeah, those are also, I would be like, they would be in detriment, right, of your card also. So everybody has to balance. No matter what sign they are, no matter what you're capable of, Capricorn. And don't lose that you are an earth sign. So grounding, being in nature, taking a moment to process what's going on around you, to enjoy the physical, to enjoy the physical manifestations of your life and your successes. You know, what's the point of working so hard and having all these things but not enjoying them then, right? Earth signs manifest. They create, they build, they master this physical plane. So it would only make sense that you need to also enjoy those things, not just accumulate those things. Interesting. That was really interesting. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's get the tarot and do a simple spread. The one that I've been doing for these past couple months. Just to get a, let me make sure I have it. Okay. Just to get a, all right. These have been falling out this entire time. This is crazy. Am I going to take these? Okay. That's your current energy then. Your past energy. This is the current energy for the month of September. This is going to be the past energy that's influenced it. We're looking at what should you let go of? What is it that you should focus on? Wow, that's interesting. And what's the energy at the end of the month? At the end of September, what are we looking at? And taking you into October. All right. Let's see what's the bottom of the deck. Pisces just had this. Not at the bottom of the deck, though. Two of Swords. Yeah, these are the choices. You know, I even discussed about how all this, the suits are in here. You know, he's coming from turbulent waters, making that decision. He's already taken the blindfold off. He's managed to choose, right, with his intuition and his heart and everything else, and taming his emotions. And now he's on solid ground, walking away, ready to go conquer. I think that's definitely where you are. I think that, but I feel like you've been stuck. I mean, I love that it's swords too, because you got the air signs. I think you've been stuck overthinking things. Like I said, racing mind, racing thoughts, obsessing about things. It's funny because I'm now thinking of the sand that's pouring in from the outside onto those tiles. And that for me represents the earth. Go dip your feet in some sand if you can. I see that you're breaking away from the water, the tumultuous water, right? And you're breaking away from the air, the swords, the overthinking, and the paralysis that comes with it. And you've decided to, nope, I'm going towards what I need. And I think what you need is grounding and existence. planting yourself. Exist in your community. Exist in your home. Exist in your city. Exist within your family and your friends. Like, you need to feel like, take up space in your real world, and in the areas that are the departure from what's making you overthink things. So if it's work, focus on the family and in your environment and in your community and all those things. Or cook a great meal, enjoy your home, enjoy a partner. If it's your love life that's making you go crazy, then you want to focus on other things. Don't just live in those loops of conversation. Then go work out, exhaust your body, go play. I mean, play. How often do we go play? Try something new. Break out of habits that, are not enjoyable anymore, but you do them because they become habitual. Yeah, things like that. All right. But you are here. This is going to be September. That means that you are making those decisions and you're walking away and you're taking control of your emotional state. You're taking control of those racing thoughts. Yeah. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what else. So let's take a look at these oracles and then we'll get to your tarot. South Node, karmic lessons. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Keywords: natural qualities, default aspects, overdeveloped, laziness, and an undoing. The south node of the moon is the direct opposite of the north node on a natal chart. This shows what you can fall back on, where your comfort zone is. Settling into what is comfortable can undermine your life. Laziness and ultimately self-undoing can be the result of not pushing yourself towards the lessons that the North Node has to offer. Absolutely. Your North Node is your dharmic path. So the North Node is your dharmic path. That is what we are here to do and to experience and to achieve. Your karmic lessons are your lessons that help evolve and grow you spiritually and in the human flesh, like in our experiences here, so that we can break through those barriers and realize who we are and what we're here to do, right? It's like, that's your testing ground. So the karmic lessons are for you to learn, but not to stay in. And some are more difficult than others, and we repeat them until we can break the cycle. And that brings us closer to our awakening and ascension, to understanding that we are here for greater purpose, and see that we also are everything and everything is us. And we have more control over things than we realized originally. And I think that's very important. That last thing that I just said is very important for you. You have more control over things than you realize. And I'm not talking about the normal things in the material plane only. I think that you are starting to realize that you can control kind of default settings in your personality and in the way that you handle things, and not falling back on, well, that's just the way I am, or I can't change, or that's, I don't want to change. I think you're realizing that there's a lot of room for growth and that change is actually good. We are here to evolve and change. That's what we're here to do. Not to say entrenched in what we do, right? And I know that can be very difficult for Capricorn. Change, new, very difficult. And I definitely will see that as a karmic lesson for you. Each sign, you can have an idea of what their karmic lessons are going to be like. And I think that would be definitely one for you. Attachments are hard to break. And I think that you are realizing that, and realizing that you can break out of molds that you were put into or that you've made around yourself. But it takes work. And there are so many ups and downs, but it's the power to keep going. And that's where your strength as a Capricorn comes in, because you're not afraid of the hard work. And once you put your mind to it, you're doing it. But it's finding the areas that you need to be so dogged in. So find what's lacking or areas in your life that you feel need help and you need more of, or the word is lacking, in that you know that deep down you want. Put your Capricorn qualities into those areas too, because a well-balanced life is a more successful life, because you don't want to burn out at work. You don't want to burn bridges in a relationship because that's all you're focusing on. Yeah. Tough love session, huh, Capricorn? It's been like that. I think that you guys are one of my groups that you guys are just growing so much and so fast, and you're doing so much. And I think it may just be so much. It's like you're, again, it doesn't surprise me that you're taking on so much and doing so much. And I'm not, and I don't want to just stereotype it into signs, because I don't. But there is something said, that our sun sign is huge in our chart for a reason. People who tend to be extremely successful have difficulty in not being successful in other areas of their life. So they then cut those areas of their life out because they can't be the A player in that part of their life just yet. So they're like, well, I'm great at this, so that's all I'm going to focus on. But no, we're here to do it all and experience it all in our lives. They're all parts of you. So it's like parts of you that are undernourished and parts of you that are supernourished, and you have to feed all parts of you. You have to nourish all of you. And that's the dualism, and that's the integration aspect of why we're here, and also, feeding ourselves and growing. That's the dualistic nature that we are trying to overcome and integrate in all of that. And I think that you are experiencing, the fact that you literally got the South Node, you're definitely in a karmic lesson. And I think that these are examples and advice. What did I say about advice? One of the cards was advice. This is advice. Oh, the one that you didn't want to receive, like you. What card was that? Oh, the defensive and listening with the sadness. Yeah, I hope that you are open to receiving this advice, because I think that some of the advice that I am being given and explaining to you, I think can help break you out of this lesson, this cycle, and not have to keep repeating this cycle. And it's okay. It takes everyone however long it's going to take. And if you're watching this video, I think this may actually be on your journey so that you can break the cycle. Yeah. Fourth quadrant. And that's where you are also. The last quadrant indicates a focus on reputation and career, leadership, humanitarianism, and spirituality. This life revolves around seeing the bigger picture, attaining goals, and helping humankind in the world, and embracing unconditional love. You need to embrace unconditional love with yourself. Your connection with many people and influence is very important. The main focuses here is connection and transcendence. Yeah, it's for trying to transcend this. This person will connect with groups of like-minded people and understands the unity of humanity. They will become more than an individual as they become part of a group. What did I say with the tree in the group? Yes. The self may also dissolve as one becomes more spiritually aware, of course. Yeah. Yeah, it's really self-explanatory. I think there's a lot of touch points here. I think this is describing you, but it's also describing areas that you're meant to explore that you may not be exploring, and areas of yourself. Remember what I said about areas of yourself that you're not nourishing and you're undernourishing and all that. Yeah, that you I think that a bigger picture is being called and being developed actually as we're doing this. I think you're developing a bigger picture of who you are and your needs, that your needs are not just met by one thing. Career, education, reputation. Those are the things that, are really tethered to Capricorn. You're also much more than that. And I think that you're realizing that and you're starting to nourish those areas. And that's what's going to break you out of your self-limiting beliefs or your frustrations that you may have right now. Remember what I said? I felt like my mind was racing and that you were super focused and overwhelmed by one thing. And it's just like learning coping mechanisms. So when you find yourself focused on one thing and super single-minded about one thing that's causing you stress, it's learning what other things can help you cope with those moments, right? So it's if you are super focused on one area of your life, start incorporating other areas of your life. It's balancing all of you. Balancing all of you. That's really important right now. And I think that you're actually realizing it. I think you are realizing it. That's where you're coming. Ooh, underneath here. Yeah, it's balancing it all. And I think you're realizing it, or you're coming to that realization in September. I think you're going to have a lot of growth because you do already have him walking away, taking off that sash on his eyes, seeing the light, and just walking away from all that turmoil behind him. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady. Yes. Slow and steady. It's appreciating everything. It's dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's. It's slow and methodical, but it's also doing it lovingly and well done so that you don't have to repeat anything, right? Repeating the cycle. This is what they're asking you to do. Be the Knight of Pentacles. Do everything with care and sincerity. Put in the effort in those areas that you don't necessarily excel at or that you don't necessarily think you're the best at yet. Those are the areas that you should be working on. You already excel at the other ones. Put some effort into the ones that you don't. Because the Knight of Pentacles is the trustworthy, loyal knight of the tarot. He's the one that's going to bring it home. He's the one that is going to sow everything properly so that you have the biggest harvest at the end. Yeah. Really cool. All right, number 444. Protection. Change, rebellion, guidance, justice, truth, character, and love. Get ready for the good things you've been hoping for. Absolutely. Focus on your four walls, on your security and stability, on your home, your family, your surroundings, those that create and become your walls. You were born for a higher calling. Put your energy into going towards your ambitions, and the universe will align itself to provide you with the right people, circumstances, and resources to make things happen. That's amazing. This is also grounding yourself. This is your house element. Focus on your security and stability in your home. I keep getting home, like the Four of Wands. That's what you need to focus on right now. On the tangible. It could be as simple as your actual home, putting in effort to have it resemble who you are. It's about going outside in your neighborhood, getting to know where you live. It's embracing the messiness of a relationship and where you are and your family and dogs and cats and everything. It's immersing yourself in your life, not just one aspect of your life. And if you say, I don't have any other aspects of life other than work, then you start developing those. What did I say? Start growing roots in your community, putting yourself out there, putting those tendrils, those roots, and start searching for other people and other things to fill those areas in your life that are lacking. We have wish. Oh, okay, wish. Despairing and hopeful. Yes. I think that you are between despairing and hopeful. See, I see these cards. Yes, sometimes when I'm using them, if they come out in reverse, I'll take the reverse meaning. But I actually like them just like this. I think these cards are giving you, or giving us, the readers and you, an idea of where you are vacillating, right? You're between these. You're experiencing moments of hopefulness, and sometimes you start despairing about choices you've made. And yeah, I keep getting choices you've made. Or is this all worth it? And, that's despairing for me. When you feel like, am I on my path? Am I doing what I should be doing? Instead of having the faith in yourself and your intuition. And time will tell you if you are or not. So let your choice play out, and then you get to look back, right? The Seven of Pentacles, you get to look back, you get to see and reassess and figure out if this is what you want. But you've got to let things play out. You don't get a return immediately. That's what I'm getting. You don't get the return immediately. I think these are, with all these butterflies, I think this is you coming to your own realization of that. I just see these butterflies as being born from her. It's this birth and growth and evolution. And it's like your own experiences are causing your own death and rebirth cycles simultaneously. And this is what you're experiencing, and this is what you're beginning to understand about your life. And you can be newly formed butterfly, you can be a cocoon butterfly, and you could be a butterfly reaching its end of its cycle at the exact same time. You can be all of those things at the exact same time, and there's nothing wrong with that. Last card. Last card. Oh my gosh. Hope. Again. I love it. You are full of hope. So that means that you are on the hopeful side of this. Let's leave the despairing and go to the hope. You are full of hope that maybe or it's telling you to let hope win, to be the biggest, to override the balance on all of this. Hope is a scary word. We don't talk about that often enough. It's scary to hope for something, because what if you don't get it? And it's so scary to hope again, right? You've been burned before, you don't want to be burned again. But hope is what makes the world go round, because hope is tethered to love and the belief in love. And it doesn't have to be love with a person. Love is it is the universal glue. It is what we are all here to do. And this is the fuel that we all run on, in my opinion. It's source love. That's why we're here. And what brings hope is what springs from love. So I can understand it can be very scary to hope for all the things we want, because what if we don't get them? And what we begin to realize is we're not going to get them all the way that we think we should, or how, or when. But it makes life worth living. So hope, let hope in, follow hope wherever it leads you. Because if it's born from love, and it's born from the need to love and love others and receive love, it's going to guide you in the right direction. It's also light, right? If it's from love, it's light. And light begets light. It draws in more light. So let hope enlighten you about the areas that need more attention in your life. And that's where you focus. Yeah. All right. What's going to be the energy then for the month of September for you? Four of Wands. What did I say about the protection card? It was like the Four of Wands. Here it is. Here's your Four of Wands. This is your camaraderie. Look at them looking out to the sunlight, to the sun. That's amazing. You are going to be in, you're going to be in harmony with what you are building around you. The security, the safety, the strength, you're going to be doing it. You're doing it. I knew it with the Knight. He's already cut off his sash. He's walking towards what he's decided. You're letting hope win and you're letting hope guide you. That's amazing. Four of Wands. I'm very happy for you. And that's also you building that Four of Wands. Remember, you're not alone in here. You have other people. You're building your Four of Wands, your community, your love, your strength, your everything in your life. And that's beautiful. It's very fulfilling. All right, so what's the past energy that's brought you to this point? Strength, no question. And it's, for me, I mean, not only are you extremely strong, you're an extremely strong sign, but it's also the taming, right? It's being able to tame and show strength accordingly to the situation that you're in. This is the temperance of yourself. This is being judicious with your personal power and knowing how to exert control and power and wield it justly. And having the strength and knowing that you have the strength to push forward when you're not necessarily positive it's going to work. I mean, this, I feel, is so multifaceted. I feel like this is like the Emperor, the Temperance card, and the Strength card all rolled into one, and the Justice card. I feel like it's about balancing, and that's what I think. This is what catapulted you, or has been carrying you through these past months, because you've had some readings of great success, but some hardships and some obstacles and blockages that you had to overcome. And that's a testament to you. That strength has brought you here to achieve these things. And now you're establishing those roots and you're coming out the victor in all of this, in every aspect of your life, not just in one. Wow. Okay, so what should you let go of then in the month of September? The Ace of Pentacles. Wow, this was literally in exact same spot. I think it was Gemini. You may have, that may be significant for you, but that is also an air sign, right? Wow. And it's the same thing. It's let go of the control of what's to come. You planted that seed. You received that seed. You've started and worked for it. Let it grow. Let it do what it's supposed to do now, right? You plant the seed. You don't look at it every single day. You have to have faith that it's going to work out. Yeah. This is definitely about controlling the outcome. That's why I think you need something else to focus on. Because of that heartbeat and those racing thoughts. It's like, find something else to focus on. She planted that coin, that pentacle, and she's just sitting there. And I'm like, no, plant it. Now go do something else. let it do what it's got to do. And you go and focus on something else. Plant another seed, plant another pentacle. But honey, a watch kettle will never boil, right? A watch pot will never boil. You've got to let it go. Maybe those are the machinations. Maybe those are the racing thoughts. It's like you sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting and just like You think you can't do anything else because this is what you should be focusing on only in your life. Well, no. Yeah. I mean, certain areas of your life are going to be very important because they are what makes your physical world run, right? Your job, your career, your finances. Yeah, those, I mean, that's what helps you live in this physical manifestation of our lives. But that's not the only thing. You're not expected to only be that. You have other facets of yourself that you need to focus on as well. So you planted the seed. Now go give yourself a great fun day. Go and focus on your health. Start going to the gym. Focus on eating well. Focus on friends and focus on growing relationships within the community. Go start exploring your city. Start reading a book, a series that you've been dying to read. Do something for you that feeds you in a different way than what you normally focus on day in, day out. Because there's more to you than just that. And that's going to make you feel well-rounded, and then it'll make you feel more grounded in who you are and where you are. And that, I feel, is so important here. You need to ground yourself, hon. All right, so what should you focus then on? Let's see if it corroborates. Oh my gosh, the King of Cups. Doing things that you love. Thank you. It's literally okay. Thank you. All the things that I listed. I don't know what you love. You've already balanced. Look at him reading that book. Just like I said. Be heart-led on what you're focusing on in the month of September. Give yourself some happy surprises. Do something that you've been wanting to do that you've been putting off. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. It could be just simply a bath that you haven't had a bath in, I don't know, weeks. Just something that feeds your soul and that makes you feel so good and so content with who you are at that moment, that calms your mind, calms your heart, and makes you feel so present in your life. That's what I'm getting from this card. Look how absolutely cozy and wonderful and delicious that card looks. Like, it's amazing. That's what it makes me feel. And then the colors, the purples and the blues, and the jewel tones are amazing. So yeah, do something for yourself. So last but not least, what's the end of the month going to look like? Huh, Capricorn? Oh. The Devil card. It's very auspicious to get your card in your own reading. And this for me is you. This is you in your own power. In every aspect. This is you also balancing all aspects of what this card is. But this is you standing in your own power. I'm not going to read it any other way because that's exactly what I've been talking about. I've been talking about you accepting and loving and nourishing all parts of who you are. And this card gets a very bad rap. It does. I think that the true meaning of it gets lost. You know, we all carry the Devil card with us and we need it, right? We need the work ethic. We need to be able to be the boss in our own lives. We need to excel and want to excel. We need the single-mindedness and the obsessive qualities at times to be able to overcome things. We need and thrive and enjoy the deep passion and explosive passion at times. We need this card. This drives us in ways that no other card does. And of course, it absolutely has all the other meanings that are in traditional tarot that, in my opinion, do not have to do anything with Capricorn. So getting this card is awesome. I'm very happy to see it. It's you standing in your own power. It's you also accepting and realizing all the limitations right now that you are even placing on yourself, and you breaking those cords and attachments, like, right? Like this knight who cut off the sash and made decisions and is moving and has overcome his, emotional turmoils and everything else. This is you saying and realizing that you need to love all of yourself and to nourish all of yourself. But yeah, this is you. I'm so happy. It's like you finding aspects of yourself. It's you finding yourself at the end of the month. This is telling me that you are learning and growing and experiencing and going to be happy with what you've achieved at the end of the month. And the fact that the energy is the Four of Wands, I think you're going to be happy with what you achieved with the Four of Wands. It's you standing in your own power, Capricorn. I love it. It's also you making the decision to put yourself first. And I don't say it in a narcissistic way, in a selfish way. I'm saying it in a way where you are truly being introspective and you're realizing that there are areas in your life that need more attention and that you need to work on. And taking the time to address those needs that you've been maybe putting off for a while, or not even realizing were there, or areas of your life, again, I'm going to go back to what I said, that you thought didn't really need attention because they really weren't important. And guess what? They are. Because you are important. All of you. A well-balanced Capricorn is what you're after now. And that's what I feel. Or that's what you should be after. So Capricorn, awesome read. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I see your transitions. I see the work you're putting in. I mean, you are conquering and slowly breaking down barriers in your life, and you're rebuilding. So just make sure you take time to ground. I don't want you to feel like you're just floating in the wind. I need for you to ground, because that is your sign. That is your element. And that is what's going to bring you into that joyous Four of Wands. So I can't wait to see your mid-month. Much love and much luck this month. Bye. All right, everyone, who's going to be next? Let's see. We've had some really interesting reads this week. Wow. September is going to be big. Let's see. Taurus, you're up. I was going to say, who's this pretty pastel-y reading for? I had to go and get all these new decks for this reading. Taurus, Bull Gang, let's see what's up for you guys. September 2025. Do you guys need... I got the word pacified. Do you need to be pacified? Do you need some passivity? I just got a beep. Funny. Do you guys need calming colors? That's what I got from all these. Let's see. It's interesting. Very airy, sweet decks, at least in my opinion. So Taurus, let's see what you need. Let's start with the number oracle. For Taurus, please. For the Taurian Collective, what do we need to know for the month of September 2025 for Taurus, please, Spirit? All right, we got two. I'll take them. But, oh, this actually fell out in the pre-shuffle. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck. That's awesome. Spirit guides, progress, justice, structures, systems, processes, conditioning, and rules. Interesting. You are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall. I'm assuming it says into places, but it says pieces. It's a misprinting. Okay. I broke in 2 places. 1221 with taking initiative. Oh my God. So it broke here and broke here. And that's 1221. And that's 2112 in reverse. Okay. 2112. That's literally the same number, but just in different order. And that's it's up to you, taking initiative. Someone watching over you, good fortune, unforeseen forces, and direction. Taking initiative, change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, high vibes. Ooh, you guys had definitely someone on the other side taking care of you. Isn't that crazy? Your spirit guides are here, your ancestors. It's like you're following a process. That 1, 2, 3, 4, this could be that you're in the middle of a process, of an undertaking, or you're going through a process and they're telling you that it's going to be okay. You're on the right track. What you're doing is on the right track. You may have been doubting yourself or feeling like maybe you were even a little lost or things should not be going this way, because we've discussed that in the past readings about you waiting for your harvest to come in, your manifestations to come in, and kind of waiting and wondering, like, when is it going to get easier? I know that Uranus is going back in your sign after leaving. I think that you're getting out. I just got the word quagmire. Things are resolving and things are closing up, and loose ends are being tied, like in the background, without you even seeing or noticing, and you are coming out of it. It's just that you don't see it yet, or how you're exiting it, like how it's been made possible yet. You have a lot of protection around you, and you definitely have a lot of guides, and I want to say pass on loved ones or who have a hand in this. I feel a lot of guidance, like warmth. It's really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. It's like whatever it is that you're doing, whatever process or whatever steps you are taking, whatever it is that you are finishing up, whatever, I don't know, whatever you have taken on, it's like you have a guiding hand over you. You've had one and you will have one to see you through to the end of this. Let's see what else is going on. That's really beautiful. Okay. An animal card, please. For Taurus. Month of September 2025. Taurus, please. No. Taurus, please. Nope. Too many. Taurus. It's heart. Oh my goodness. You're getting 2 and 2 and 2. Okay. Wombat spirit, 68. Okay, 14 and 5. Be at home. Maybe it's being able to find peace and love anywhere where you are. It doesn't matter where you are always at home within yourself. You're always at home with their protection. It's like the turtle, right? Spirit. You always have a home. You are your own home. Maybe this is, you're trying to find home, find a place of security and stability this month. And they're saying good luck is coming, but just realize you are at home no matter where you are, no matter what's happening around you. You are safe and secure. 14, 5, change. I feel like, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you have the number 9 with brown bear spirit underneath. And it says take time out. Maybe you need to take some time for you. Maybe you haven't in a while and you've been go, 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 go. And it's time for you to sort of take a step back and a moment to recover or recuperate lost energy. That's what I'm getting. I feel like you're going through a lot and have been through a lot, and you're trying to close ranks. That's the word that I'm feeling. I feel like this. It's like you're trying to close ranks and like to control the energy seepage, and also just not to have anything else come in your perimeter right now because you're trying to deal with what's going on. And that could also be their protection. It's like they're putting you in a bubble, or they're casting a net of protection for you to be able to finish off what it is that you're doing. This like last leg of this race before the end, to get you through. It's interesting. Okay, let's do one of these color cards, please. Okay. I'm going to take 2 because I saw it, and I think you're at a 222. Ideation. Oh, it's, yeah. Don't let your mind run rampant. I think you're controlling it. I think it's like you're controlling, just like I said. What did I say? Oh my gosh. Once I'm in it, you are closing ranks, right? You're doing that also with your mind. Don't let your mind run rampant and start catastrophizing or letting anxiety rule. It's holding yourself still and grounded. This also could be forming, trying to think here, forming strategies, coming up with coping strategies, something like that. It's like, I think you're in here, just make sure that you're grounding. It's like you're holding your excessive thoughts potentially at bay. That's what I think this is. It's like, it's about you capitalizing on your grounding techniques to get through. I'm not sure what yet, but that's what I'm getting. Okay. And I'm going to do a Lenormand too. Let's see what else we get for you. Anything else for Taurus, please, for the month of September 2025? Alrighty. Okay. Bottom. House. Be at home. I think you're going to need the comfort of, I was going to say your house and home, but if that is the issue, like if that is the blockage or what you're overcoming, the safety and security, then it could be an internal. It's finding a home and that safety, security within yourself. that you have it. It's all around you because you are it. And for those that is not the blockage, it's this month, I think you're going to find yourself to be maybe even more of a homebody, or focusing inward instead of outward, right? In your family, your safety, security, your everything that goes on in your home, your partner, your marriage, the actual home itself. You're a Taurus. Could be taking care of your home, remodeling, redecorating, making it cozy with the change of seasons. I think that you need nesting. Oh, okay. So I'm saying, oh, and okay. Before I sat down to do any of these readings, and I think you guys are my fourth one today, I did a short meditation. I wasn't doing a meditation for the signs individually. I was just doing it really for myself. And all I was getting was crows. And I didn't think they were ravens. It was like crows and crows. And then there was a huge raven and a huge crow. All they were doing is bringing me to their nest, but not as a person, in my mind. And I was in their nest, and I could see the nest built of feathers and things in there, and it's huge nest. And then the nest would become bigger and bigger, and I was just in this huge nest. And I just thought, I thought it was me being prepared to get messages and to do these readings. And I really did feel the presence of a spirit and the universe reaching out to me, or me connecting with it. And the fact that I just literally said that now, I now realize that that nest is for this. You may need nesting to give you the safety and security that you'll need, right? To give you the safety and security that will come in handy the rest of the month. I think that, again, you're being protected and you're being held by all those crows, or by your guardians. You have so much protection here, and they came in all those numbers. It's like they have a hand over what's happening to you, and they're guiding you to like a finish line. They're protecting you on this last leg of your race, on this last leg of a process that may be out of your control, that will be a little bit more challenging than you thought in the next few weeks. And you are being taken care of like a little baby bird all the way through. That's what I'm getting. It's quite beautiful. It really, really is. Wow. Okay, let's take a look at these tarot cards. We're going to do a really short spread, simple spread that I've been doing for all of my monthlies. I just need a few. All right, Spirit, for Taurus. Current energy, or the energy for the entire month of September. Past energy that's influenced it. What you should let go of. What you should focus on. And the end of the month. What's the end of the month going to look like for you? And bottom of the deck, we have the Star. Awesome. This is hope, renewal, wishes coming true. Again, it's that good luck. And you are in communication. I'm telling you, you may not even feel that you're in communication, but you are just a light right now. You are lit. You are a light. You are downloading like crazy. And you are being protected. Wow. You are so protected right now. Whatever is flowing around you and what September brings may even be outside of you. And that's why they're cocooning you from it. They're like helping you weather all the ups and downs to the end of the month, and then just depositing you like in a safe zone where you're okay, and you have the good luck. You have this. It's like you're attaining your desires in spite of everything that's going on around you, and they're making sure of it. Amazing. I'm gonna look underneath that. The Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Water. Yeah, that's the bubble. They are helping you stay afloat and not be affected by the ups and downs around you. That's exactly what I'm feeling. They have encapsulated you where you can maintain your emotions and ride them out. And what did I say about you? Like the wombat, right? And underneath the wombat, it's the bear spirit. It's like as though they're taking time, care, and effort to make sure that you are protected and reaching your goal. That's what I'm getting. Wow. Really cool, Taurus. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, let's take a look at these oracle cards and see what's in store for you. 10-10. It's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, and unconditional love. That came up in someone's reading. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action, ideation, right? You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Oh, I think this came out in Capricorn, another earth sign. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. And 16-16 with readjustments. It's trusting that the readjustments and what happens, and I really feel like it's out of you, outside of you, are not going to deter you from getting what it is that you have set out to get. Again, this is that same feeling and same theme that I've been getting for these past couple months for you guys, where things may not be turning out or haven't turned out exactly how you thought they would, or you've been waiting patiently and waiting everything and weathering everything so that you can get your manifestations, so that you can reap those harvests. But you're finally getting there. I really feel like you are. I mean, you do have the star as your under the deck card. Let's read this readjustments. Overcoming obstacles, soulmates, romance, affection, support. You definitely have support and comfort. The nest and you being protected and your need for security and staying within your own home. And it's like you insulating yourself from the environment. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. On the horizon is the possibility of beginning a new romantic or platonic friendship, as well as a chance to begin life anew with a person from one's past. Everything will fall to place. And I see 7-7, divine support, divine guidance, angels. 10-10, you are literally at the end. You are overcoming those obstacles. Whatever is coming your way, whatever you are experiencing or in the midst of or in the process of that's daunting and hard and just kind of tiring you out, just know it's coming to an end. It's like that 10 of Wands, right? You're almost at the end. You can almost put those down. You're almost there to get your wares and to get the money and the payoff for those 10 of Wands. You're almost there, and you have so much help. And you are so protected and guided. Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. Absolutely. And that is number 1. This is that you're not alone. You have a team around you. Not only a team of badasses. Let's just be honest. Ants are super strong. They work magic in numbers. And that's what you have around you. And I think both in the spiritual and in the physical. But your spiritual team and your connection to your ancestors is off the hook. And congratulations on that. But you are part of a super strong team. And you are super protected. You may feel small right now, potentially in a situation, and you wonder, what can I do as an aunt? And you can. You will be surprised at how much you can do. Don't shrink in the face of this obstacle, challenge that comes your way. Know that you're small but mighty, potentially. You may feel small, but you're mighty. Please know that. Grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith, number 30. Oh, and they're also lucky. Lucky, lucky. And what do we say? Good luck is coming. Absolutely. Take a leap of faith. Have faith that everything is going to be okay. That everything that you started in your intuition, I'm going to just throw that in there too. I was going to bring up the moon. That moonlit path that you went down on is going to pay off. It's scary. Things may be, you may have those bumps in the road. You may have readjustments because you can't see where you're going. But know that the sun will come up and it's going to be okay. Know that and have faith in that. And have faith in your intuition. And that's where I was going to bring up the intuition. You are right now connected and tapped in, and you need to use your intuition. Follow your intuition. Open your eyes, your senses. See if you can pick up synchronicities and little signs here and there that are being sent your way. Because that makes you only feel more connected. And the more connected you feel, the more you see. Stop in strength. I think this relates to what I just said about the ant. It's like, stop questioning your strength in this. If it's going to be possible, if it's going to be successful, if you are strong enough to overcome this, if you're strong enough to come in first, if you're going to win, if you're going to be elected, if you're going to be given the job, if you're good enough, like, stop doubting, thinking. No, you got to live in the I ams, right? I am good enough. I am strong enough. I am all of this. I am protected. I am not alone. I am safe. I am sound. I go back to the ideation, and I know that's, it can be seen as being creative and having on these ideas. And this, no. I feel like it's you stopping the mind racing, the mind machinations that end up becoming self-sabotage and self-defeating. It's you saying no. Stop those things. Stop from letting yourself spiral into fear, and just know that everything's going to be okay because you are protected, and because what you have set in motion is the right track and it's on the right path for you. Last card we have. Oh my gosh, again, the star in the Lenormand. Oh, guys, September is going to pay off. It's absolutely going to pay off. I also think you're going to see yourself as the star. When I say star, I'm not talking about celebrity. You're going to have pride in yourself. You're going to feel strong. You're going to feel capable. You're also going to feel more connected and at peace, I think, than you have in a very long time. Again, weathering your storms, weathering your blockages, overcoming blockages, seeing the growth that you have made and completed over these past few months, seeing everything that you've overcome. Having Uranus in your sign for so long was something, and it was an accomplishment. Do not think it wasn't. Like, do not forget that. And I think that you have done and have overcome so much. You're going to overcome now whatever this is that you feel is deviating you from your path or that is making your flow bumpy. Please know that you are being protected and you are being guided to safety. You're being guided to love, to health, to renewal, to your dreams, to that wish fulfillment. Your home is protected. You are home. You are home. You are, yeah, and there's a huge home here theme. And I want to, oh, home and family, trees underneath that. Yeah. This light, love, healing, renewal in your home, in your family, this is regarding a family situation. You're going to have that healing and renewal, and that I think satisfaction is the word. It will come to you. There's no question, hun. This, you are going to feel at peace. That's what I'm getting. I think I said that word already. It's like peace. You're going to be at peace by the end of this month in a way with yourself that you haven't in a long time. Yeah. Wow. So what's the energy for the month then? Ace of emotions, Ace of cups. Yeah. I think you're definitely going to be in your emotions. I think that whatever is happening, and I do feel like it's outside of you, I feel like this is something that you're going to be experiencing, because that's why I see you being wrapped up in bubble wrap kind of, and kind of like shown in the flow. But I think that it's going to be pulling at your heartstrings. I think it's all heart led. And I think this is what you're going to be dealing with. But I think that as the Queen of Cups came out before, you're going to manage it. You're going to manage it, and you're going to manage it well. And I think that you're also going to be having an outpouring of love to you, but you're also going to be giving love. You're going to be giving the cup of love also. I do see that. So what's the past influence been on this? Three of materials. Wow. That's the Three of Pentacles. Yeah. This is you becoming the greater version of yourself. This is you working with others. That's why I said this is outside of yourself. This is you maybe being seen as the pillar in this group, in this family. You taking charge of this family and everybody's following your lead. Or you creating and whipping everybody up into a team. Or you taking a leadership role with amongst whatever is going on. Yeah. Like you've been forced into this. Again, I feel like it's outside of you. It's like you've been forced into a situation where now you have to do this, but it's okay. It's falling on your shoulders because you've got this. You can do this. Wow. So what should you let go of then in the month of September? The Five of Inspiration. That's the Five of Wands. This is the chaos and the conflict and all that. It's like, you don't need this. Like, it doesn't matter how you've gotten to where you are or what's happening around you. Don't fall into the conflict. Don't latch on to negativity. And it doesn't matter how you got here. It's about moving forward. That's what I'm seeing. It's not about dwelling on the differences between people and a difference of opinions. It's none of that. And it's not quibbling over even your own, emotions about it. Like one day you feel, no, it's like, okay, let's move forward. Let's figure this out. Just take our steps moving forward. And let's just move forward together. I can hear you saying that to people. It's not about this anymore. It's about us moving forward together as a united front. Interesting. Okay, so what should you focus then on in September? The Ace of Materials, absolutely. That's the Ace of Pentacles. This is the new beginning. This is the new path. That's right. This is something in the physical. This is family with all the tree and the house and the home. And this is health, family, finances. This is everything that you've built in the physical. This is your career. This is who you have around you. This is your 3D reality. And it's about you saying, okay, we need to reassess and figure out going forward how we're doing this. It's like creating the plan. It's taking this and saying, all right, this is where we need to be. How do we get from A to Z? And it's plotting that line and moving forward. That's all I see. Because this was dropped in your lap and now you need to do something with this seed. And you're like, I can do this, but we all need to do it. And then on top of it, you are helping others, but guess what? You have your team that's helping you, literally protecting you all the way through. I have goosebumps. I just got complete chills. Okay. So what are we looking at then moving forward at the end of the month, going into October? The Nine of Inspiration. That's the Nine of Wands. Yeah, I think this is what you're being protected from. You are going to handle it, but it's going to be work. This is you battling off everything and winning. You know, it's the wounded warrior. It's the wounded soldier. It's the one that survives everything. And better for it, to be honest, at the end, because the growth and the satisfaction of overcoming with people that you love is amazing. But it's a hard won battle. It's a hard won experience. And that's now I understand why you have all this protection around you. But you're victorious. And you're protected and your home is protected. And I want to say your family is protected. You are taking what comes at you, and you're going to be able to defend and protect those that you love and yourself, and be able to walk through a little battle worn, but you're going to be successful and make it at the end. But I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. There's work in a, I don't want to keep saying battle, but you know, there's going to be things that there are going to be challenges ahead for you this month. But it's only going to taste sweeter when you actually emerge victorious at the end. And I want you to know that's true. So I'll end it there. That is true. So Taurus, stay strong. Keep going. Don't stop. I don't need to tell you that because that's what you do. People are lucky to have you. Just make sure that your self-care involves, I would say, like meditation and finding ways to control the mind and emotions getting scattered. Bring them back. You can do that. And focus on what you want, because you are the master manifester and you can do it. So it's coming. You are getting through this. You're almost at the end. You'll be victorious. You absolutely will. You will master this physical plane situation that you're on, because that's what you do. So it's just work, but you are strong and you can do this. You are the backbone of the zodiac. Remember that. All right, Taurus, you're amazing. I cannot wait to see what your mid-month has in store for you. So all my love and all my best wishes and all my positive energy goes to you, and I wish you nothing but the best. We'll see you then. Bye.